Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right.
Can you hear me, Mark?
Yes, just fine. I'm going to
Excellent.
record this and I might use parts of it. Um, what I'm doing is I am writing a series of articles, which will be a retrospective of 2024. And you certainly fit into that, especially since um, your video was really overwhelming. All of us here at TKIFF voted for your video. And you also had an incredible number of views. It's like almost 400,000 views on that video.
Yeah, I think big part of that is because it's a Pink Floyd song.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
still.
I think that probably adds to at least at 300,000, 350,000. But some of my videos have also, without the Pink Floyd stamp on those, have some views. But it definitely wouldn't be the same, quantity as it is, you know.
Well, I did notice that we have a search engine that goes through YouTube and finds videos, and your video popped up in somebody else's queue. They had copied your video entirely, and I commented that the least they can do is give you credit because this is not theirs. Um, Then my comment disappeared a couple days later, and I noticed they put a tag to the original video there, and so I guess they thought it was important to credit the original artist for that. And
Um, it's kind of two-sided thing for me too, because I noticed that's a lot actually. There's like tens, not hundreds, but tens of different people or videos, or people just took my video and just plainly just took the video, screen recorded it, and just put their own name on it and
yeah,
stuff. And it's I, in a one way, I look at it as a like, oh, great. It's kind of like, hey, if they copy me, that's amazing. But in the same time, it's like I spend a lot of time on making those videos,
exactly.
and as an artist, as let's say, I'm more of a musician as a visual artist. I mean that's how I look at it myself. Uh, I would always credit wherever I get the influence or wherever it comes from, and especially if it's a living artist, and because I have this firsthand, somebody actually took stole blindly my song, and it came out a major label. Band sells hundreds and thousands, maybe millions of copies. But then they were nice enough to apologize that I'm sorry because we're on tour together. They apologized that Nuutti, I'm sorry. I took it and your song and stuff. And when we saw each other's face to face, and I was just like, that's okay. I take it as that's a compliment for me also, because I respect their music.
Well, that's very forgiving. So, we see that 2024 has been a very, very busy year with AI animations, and you're right on top of that. What do you think of the whole year and how the technology has advanced? Do you have any opinions on that?
You know what? I mean, I started messing around with Midjourney around 2022, and then I really got into 2023 and worked the whole year on the Pink Floyd, the competition videos and my videos. And back then, it was still exciting for me, and it was still like, it was such a new frontier or something that I was really like, like I was really, really just got into it. And I got into a little bit too much. I mean, I worked like 12 to 16 hours a day. I tried to do this full time, and as a work and as a job. And I did work with some like a bigger projects, but people don't really understand how much work goes on this and stuff. And like I work on like let's say client list, like who I was supposed to work and who was supposed to pay. Like I'm talking about like Adidas, the Saudi royal family, things like this sort. And then when I start getting like people think that okay, just the AI does something and puts something together and yeah, it's gonna look like that. And they don't realize the whole thing that it's actually you have to like quite a lot goes there. If you want your video or your material or whatever your footage look good and look original and something that I always try to go. Um, then it's just not that easy, and it's just people. I think there's the appreciation is not there yet, and I'm kind of like I'm taking a break. I'm taking a sabbatical for a while now,
Well,
and
you're off to far distant lands here.
yes, I'm Saturday. I'm leaving to Ukraine. I gotta yeah.
You were called up.
Yeah.
This article won't go public until in the next couple, 3 weeks. Is there any restrictions that you'd like me to adhere to as far as that?
No, it's
Mentioning
it's
that?
it's just- it's
Hmm.
it's you probably see in my videos too. There, a lot of them circle around like, dystopia, war, things like that. And I think that stuff is very 2024. I
There you go.
we see what's happening in Myanmar, Sudan, Ukraine, Middle East, Ecuador, everywhere. It's like it's weird, like we are living this year and everything's supposed to be fine, and everything's just not
Not
fine.
fine, exactly. In fact, that's
And
one thing that I do see pretty constant in a lot of videos, not just the AI videos, but anger. I see a lot of artists who are expressing their anger, and the AI videos show a lot of war and turmoil and things like that. So I think if that's a harbinger of what I hate to say it, just maybe things to come, but maybe I don't know. It's, you know, I hope you come back in one piece. That's,
yeah, I hope so too. I mean, I have kids, and I'm planning to see my mom and my dog and my girlfriend and my daughter still, but I can't leave this world like this. I can't forgive myself if I don't try at least try to do something about it. It's like, I'm already older. I'm 56, but I'm fairly good physical and mental shape. And I have a little bit of like I have Finnish military service background and a team leader training and I look at it this way. Both of my grandfathers fought against Stalin and Soviet Union, and one was a truck driver. So he basically he carried food and ammo to front line for the Finnish soldiers. And another one was a sniper, you know, farm boy, used to the land and used to hunting and stuff. Very glamorous stuff. But if you wouldn't have one of those, you wouldn't take one of those jobs. They were as equally as important as the other. Even the other one's a sniper. It sounds, yeah, he was a sniper. That's, great. He was a truck driver. But hey, truck driver is, I mean, in that point, the job comes as important. So I look at it, if I can, let's say they most likely won't put me in the front line to take out the Korean North Korean troops, but if I can go there and dig that trench or like carry that something or show somebody how to use some old Soviet Union era machine gun system or for the rocket launcher or something like that, I'll be happy to do that and give my view. And also as a view as a human, as a 56-year-old man, and as a dad, and as a father.
Well, I have to commend you, and I'm glad to know you for that because it, it needs it, and I fear for this country and our new leaders who really have no sense of that kind of what an ally is, and just we're all around here just not sure what's going to happen, and it doesn't look good. So anyway, but anyway, I want to get it off into
Yeah, let's go.
this is your award. Well, this is not the exact award. We have one that is done. This is just what it looks like.
Excellent.
It's a lot heavier. I don't know if you've ever handled something that is 1 foot tall piece of solid bronze, but that's what that is. And we have a black patina on it. And I was getting ready to start working on the nameplate and send it to you. And I'll probably get that done here. Let's see. Oh, I'll get it done real soon and send it to you to maybe approve before you take off. And then I have you said the address you sent me was your girlfriend's address.
That's my girlfriend's address. It's
Okay.
it's better because I don't have a I changed my address, so I have a mailbox address right now.
Yeah,
It's just personal reasons,
that makes sense.
and I don't know my address in Ukraine yet, and it doesn't really make sense to send it over there
Yeah.
because
No, it wouldn't make sense to send to Ukraine. There would be probably some postal regulations that would prevent us from sending it to a war zone. Um, but refresh my memory.
okay,
Finland, is it part of the EU?
yes,
Okay, good. That makes shipping it a lot easier. That makes customs a lot simpler.
yeah.
But do tell your girlfriend that we're going to cover all of those costs. This is a gift and it's inexpensive. At least that's what we say. Um, and we try to cover all of the customs issues. But if something is prohibitive, then make sure you give my email address to her so she can let me know, and then we can cover any kind of prohibitive costs that may come up.
Okay, I will, and I'm Finnish customs are usually pretty. I mean, if it would be something like, if it would be like 10 iPhones, then they would be like, what is this? You
Yeah,
know?
no, we're not
You know?
we're not trying to ship in something and sell illegally in Finland.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I think one time somebody said it was the equivalent of like of 10 US dollars is what the customs was. I have no
yeah.
idea. But yeah, and in regards to Finland now, we are seeing an awful lot of very creative work come out of Finland lately, and I don't know why your country has all of a sudden AI work and is a lot of going on there, and it's so good to see. And been pushing as much as I can and getting it into our panel to look at. But I don't know. I often try to find where these creative bursts come from, and to try to find trends. And
Um, for me, I have no clue because I took a complete break around 2 months ago, and I started focusing just what my job is for next year.
mhm.
And I haven't paid any attention. I haven't followed anything. I signed off every single uh, YouTube channel, AI channel. That's just the. I look at it this way. Right now, we are kind of like when all this the technology evolving right now. I look at it, this is kind of like the AI Napster moment, the MP3 moment, where we are coming to like the industry, and everybody's trying to figure out the copyrights, the technology, everything together. And I figured out I had a good head start and everything, but then I did a little bit too much of it, and my eyes to start. I just can't look at it anymore. Right now, it's just like I'm honestly like I looked at so much AI video, and I made tens of thousands of AI loops and hundreds of thousands of images and things like that, there's a kind of like I want to give myself a little breather. And I feel like, like next year I'll do this other thing and I try to project my experiences from that uh to my career, what's gonna be coming up. And I
Mhm.
think it will come up, and I think it's gonna be more based on not so much about technology or the that sort of stuff. It's more about the experiences and things like that, as something that comes a little bit deeper than just the technology level of
Right.
or or
I
that
suspect that when you return, you will have a lot of stories to tell.
that's what I'm expecting too. But the thing is, again, it's like in a war, it's hard to tell how people react when you start feeling the first time when the artillery assaults are coming, and somebody's shooting at you, and it's some people, it doesn't work well, and I don't know yet how I react on that, because that never happened. I mean, I've been in the simulated situations, and I've been in the situations using explosives and uh, shooting live ammo and stuff, but nobody ever shot me back. So so I was able to shoot something, but not getting my end of it. But anyway. So, but I'll see if I can, like maybe I can start working on a little more positive positive videos, little more artsy, or a little bit something more more or less of a
Well,
destructive or
well, whatever
war.
you end up working on, I think we will look forward to it. And as far as being positive or negative, I think if you just express yourself, then it'll be just fine. And that's what I think in your case, AI has allowed you to do and allowed a lot of people to do is to express themselves in a way that have not been able to do before. I think that's,
Mhm.
a lot of musicians and bands have never been able to afford a music video that AI has allowed them to do. And so I think
Yeah.
that's, I sense that you had been busy because we haven't seen anything from you for a while, and I understand that. Do look forward to seeing more of your work. If it's okay with you, I'm going to cut this video up and put it in the article. And I think what you have just said, especially about war, I find very pertinent and a lot of people will be interested in. So I'm going to hope it's okay to use that. I think you have a
Yeah,
really good point of view.
you can use it, and I mean, I think we just, as people, as human beings, we just gotta get smarter, and just like, see through this, like, I think about AI. I also think about the constant shelling of information and disinformation, misinformation. And I'm thinking about my mom when she reads something from the newspaper, because it used to be like, 50 years ago, or even like 20 years ago, not maybe 30 years ago, when you read something in the book or you read something in the newspaper, that's it. That's the
Mhm.
truth. Unless it's, we're talking about Soviet Union, or,
Yeah,
North
exactly.
Korea or something else.
Propaganda.
Yeah, well, USA and Finland did their own share. Everybody has their,
Exactly.
but it's just so like blunt and so disturbing, and so like I just it's just, we gotta somehow step forward. We have to go forward out of this, like we were supposed to come into a light, but I feel like we're going in the darkness. It's like, like everything's supposed to, like, like AI and everything's supposed to open, and that's this beautiful future. And I feel like we are just like going in deeper and deeper and deeper into somewhere that it's we don't know what it is going to be. And I'm scared for my children, and I'm scared for my family, and I'm scared for my friends, and I'm scared for the world in general, you know?
Um, I think I'm going to let you have the last word. That I think pretty much says what I wanted to hear about what has 2024 been like, and that is where I think a lot of people are. And
Mm.
so, um, that's pretty much it for me. I really want to just get your take on that and show you the award. And I do think you did that excellent. And I'm going to let you have the last word there. I do think that was very profound, and I think you'll find a lot of people agreeing with you in that. So anyway, the best of luck. I'm going to get a nameplate proof to you here in a bit to look at, so you can let me know if it works. And and I'll get this out as soon as I can. Probably next week is what I'm hoping for. So,
Excellent.
and
I'll be in the different land.
the best of luck, man. I will keep you in mind.
Thank you.
We'll keep you in mind here, and I hope the best for you and your family. And take care, and thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you, Mark. And hey, thank you so much for the award. And I'll keep on working, and I'll keep on working and make sure that we as human beings are gonna be smarter and make the right choices, not the wrong ones.
All right. Well, you take care. The best of luck, and we'll be thinking about you.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye now.